stand up, good to great. Let me talk about myself as well. I'm Rahul Shah, Agile coach and trainer. A bunch of certifications, total 20 plus of years of experience, 10 plus in Agile experience. What I like is, let me talk about, this one is more on the professional stuff. But what I like chess, playing chess, solving chess puzzles and other puzzles. And Sanskrit sloks. We call it Sanskrit verse, right? I like to by heart remember those verses. That's my passion, and I think I will be working more on that as well going forward on this one. So let me start with a small story on Scrum. I was working as a Scrum Master in one of the company, and it was a Monday morning. And then normally what happens in the Monday morning that people sometimes doesn't turn up for the daily stand-up on time. There are n number of reasons, because Monday is when the kids' school starts, right? After a weekend. Many bachelors might be going to their hometown in the weekend and they might be coming back. So it's perfectly fine. There were few people. And then I thought of, let's start the daily stand-up. But rather than getting the updates, what is happening and other stuff, I asked them, what did you do on weekends? Someone said that weekend was good. We watched movie. Some of them said that, yeah, we enjoyed, we were with friends. Some of them said nothing. No, I think that nothing one, we have to really figure it out, because every day brings us lots of opportunity, and then we have to figure it out that how do we enjoy that? So nothing, I don't like that nothing answer. And then one of them said that I was in the hospital. And then everybody were looking at him. What happened? He said, my daughter was not well. And then I took her to hospital. Luckily, we got discharged on the Sunday itself. And I'm here today. And I said that if that is the case, why did you join today? You could have taken a leave, a day off. And then I said that if you need, anytime you need to go home, you don't need permissions. When my permission or manager's permission, you can directly go home. And the team members also said that don't worry about the work. You will handle it. You be at peace and don't focus anything on the work right now. The first priority is family. Now just imagine how the person would have felt, right? If that is the case, hey guys, can everybody on mute?
Rima and Rima, can you please mute yourself?
Yep, thank you. So just imagine how the person would have felt. He felt really, yeah, this is my team. They are saying that, okay, my family is the priority and the work comes secondary. And they will handle the work when I'm not there. This is just one of the way, like I normally say that the Scrum Master should be a very good human being. So whenever we do the daily stand-up as well, the human factor should be there. That would make it more interesting. And just imagine that if a need arises that you have to spend a couple of hours extra in the office, the person who had this experience would, without asking, would willing to spend a couple of hours extra on this one. But the human factor is more important in this case. So let's work on the basics. What is daily stand-up? It's a 15-minute time box event for development team to reduce uncertainty and complexity in order to deliver commitment. This one, many of you might be knowing, and then you get all the details on the net as well. But I was planning to share what is working for me, which is specific to daily stand-up. So I thought of covering that part as well. You look at the second definition, meaningful exchange of information. The shorter the definition, the more crux it will have. It provides more details. Yeah, it's about meaningful exchange. We need not say it should be only 15 minutes time box. Meaningful exchange shares everything. And we are not talking about data. We are talking about information. When you process the data, you get the information. Right? When you talk about the symptoms and then you get to know the root cause. So similarly, the daily stand-up should be a point where you do the meaningful exchange of information, inspect and adapt. It's kind of a mini planning meeting for the next 24 hours, a mini review meeting looking at the last 24 hours. You have to inspect how the progress is trending towards completing the work in the sprint backlog and adapt. See, the more focus is not about the day-to-day work. There's a clear focus. Yeah, this is what we had identified, we will be completing, and then move towards that. That's very important. Next one is optimizing the probability that the team will meet the sprint goal. You might have focused that most of the points talks about meeting the sprint goal or the commitments. And you might have noticed the word optimizing. It's not about maximizing. It's about optimizing the probability that the team will meet the sprint goal. So there's a difference why we follow agile methodology. And today, if you look at it, almost all organizations are moving towards agile. And those organizations which are not following agile, still they are doing daily stand-up. At EXCO level as well, they have a daily stand-up. So how do we make it meaningful? That's very important. So we are talking about optimizing. See, probability, there is always a probability whether this will work or will not work, right? So what we can do is we minimize the constraint. We probably may not be able to remove all the constraint, but let's focus on minimizing the constraints. That's the same way optimizing the probability that the team will meet the sprint goal. And what are the benefits? Oh, there are lots of benefits. Daily stand-up improves communications. It eliminates other meetings. Everybody is together, right? So it's a quick decision making. We can identify the impediments by development for removal. We talk about blockers as well. For blockers, I would like to highlight something else as well. We'll talk later on that one. And they improve the development team's level of knowledge. That means we are cutting across silos. We don't want to have silos. Let everybody talk. If it's just for 15 minutes, then probably everybody will be able to spend time on it. But what about it goes beyond 15 minutes? You'll see there are n number of ways we can reduce that. We'll talk about some in the future slides. So how does it run? This is from the Scrum guides. The structure of the meeting is set by the development team and can be conducted in different ways if it focuses on progress towards the sprint goal. So normally whenever you ask, right, someone that what about daily stand-up, what do you do? We answer three questions. But if you understand why we are doing that one, then what becomes easy? That is secondary. The why part should be very clear. So it is not required. See, common approach is there, that what did I do yesterday that helped the development team meet the sprint goal, or what I'm going to do today or tomorrow, and then what are the impediments which prevents me from achieving the sprint goal. That is the normal practice, is a common approach. Probably I would say that is the starting point, right? But the structure of the meeting is to be set by the development team. Like what we have is every Monday, every second Monday, if the sprint is starting on Monday, then every second Monday we will talk about just risk management. Then what is the risk? You might have heard, I don't know, planning poker, we know. Even the stand-up poker is also there. We'll talk about it later sometime, but we are just considering that what is the probability that whatever commitment we have given, whether we will be able to meet it or not. And what will drive us, what has to happen so that we meet the commitment. So we have to remove some blockers, impediments and other stuff. So every second Monday, we will do the risk management meeting. We won't talk about these normal questions and other stuff. But it's very important that you understand that there is an immense benefit on this one as well. Because it becomes monotonous, then people lose interest on this one. They may not continue it for long. You have to pull people to get the things done. So how do we get the maximum out of it? If someone says, yeah, we are doing the daily stand-up, it is time box 15 minutes, it is stand-up. Oh, now stand-up is a different meaning. Probably no one will be doing a stand-up, pure original stand-up meeting. because working from home and other stuff. But yeah, they might say that we are following everything. So following everything means what? They are doing good. They say, how are you doing? Yeah, we are doing good. But we want to move from good to great. And let me tell you how I define great as well. When I say great, it is a different meaning. See, if the focus is on outcome, then it is great. If we are focusing on output, kind of a checklist, whether daily stand-up is happening, yeah. Every day, yeah. Same time, yes. Same location, yes. Everybody is attending, yes. But that one is more on an output, right? Let me give you one example, a cricket example, so everybody can probably will be able to relate to it. India's first one-day match, I think happened 1975 or something, and the opponent was England. And at the time it was in England, so they used to have 60 overs. And in 60 overs, they scored around 332 runs or something like that. So 60 overs and 333 or something was the target. Now India batted for all 60 overs. And I think they had 7 wickets left. So only 3 wickets had fallen. Now you bat for 60 overs and just 3 wickets have been fallen. That means you can imagine the margin, with what margin the England would have won. England won. You might say around 20, 30, 50 runs. But the margin was 200 runs. So India lost the match by 200 runs and they batted for all 60 overs. That means the output was there, right? We were able to preserve the wicket. We scored some runs, probably every over. But the outcome was not there. So similarly, if we are passed on all the checklist, but if the output is not there, outcome is not there, it doesn't make any difference, right? So we want to move away from doing agile and move to the being agile. If you have to pull the people, that is extrinsic motivation, maybe based on fear, they will say, okay, we have to come. This is very much required, but they may not be committed. They are just involved. They are saying that, yeah, I am present. That's all, nothing more than that. When we say that we are moving from good to great, that means we are moving away from group and going towards team, high performing team. See, group and team, they may both work for some goal, some objective, right? But what is the difference? See, in a group, they will more focus on me, and the team, they will focus on we. We want to do this one. We want to achieve what we have committed. Not about, नहीं मैंने तो मेरा कर दिया, अभी I don't know. दूसरों का क्या है? मेरा काम तो हो गया. No, that culture, that attitude, not good. That won't let you move from good to great. So what is the secret sauce? How do we move from good to great? That's what I would like to share with you. So I would say this is about following ABC of daily stand-up. Now, why this name ABC of daily stand-up? Don't we know what is ABC daily stand-up? It's available in the Scrum Guide. So many articles available on the net. You Google it and you will get tons of articles on this one. So ABC of daily stand-up, I would say it's about reinforcing the value, reinforcing why we are doing this one, and we can evaluate as well that where we stand right now. It's easy to remember. It's about getting the value. So let's see what is. Yeah, it's really about ABC. So A, what does A stands for? So this, the ABC, right? There are some keywords. They're easy to remember. Probably I have summarized some of them are the new ones. But if we regularly follow this ABC of daily stand-up, I bet you we are going to get very good results on this one. And that's my experience. So what ABC of daily stand-up? So these are the practices we have to follow. There's nuggets if we follow, we would get much more benefit on this one. So in daily stand-up, what should have happened? What should happen in the daily stand-up? So the daily stand-up is a place where we should be asking for help. See, asking for help in initial days or in the past might mean that you are weak, you are not able to complete your work on your own and you are looking for help. But in today's world, That is not true. It's about the, if you are courageous and then you are focusing on completion, because we are focusing on completing the sprint goal, right? Completing what we have identified as a sprint backlog and focusing on it. If I'm stuck, I should be asking for help. That is we culture, not about me culture. If there is some need, some trainings are required, maybe later on I will complete that. But daily stand-up should be a place where everyone should feel comfortable asking for help. At the same time, someone should assist as well, right? If no one is ready to help, no one will ask for help. A person can ask for help and nobody volunteers, because when that will happen, probably if it's a group, the people is focused on me culture, or even the reports are generated at individual levels, right? Then I will be more focused on completing my work. I won't help someone. So even the reports, the metrics should be at team level, not individual level. If someone is asking for help, the people should be ready to work on it. And when I say ask for help, so when do you say that you are stuck up? Anything between 2 hours or 4 hours, if you are spending on something and you are not able to make any progress, you should ask for help. That's a simple answer I have when you should ask for help. At the same time, if it's appreciation. Appreciation is, everybody craves for it, right? In the retrospective, you might have noticed that the good work we are doing, but manager doesn't appreciate. So why not take up that job as well by the team itself and team members? If someone has done some good work, appreciate. Sometimes it's not just related to professional work as well. I know one person who after office was going home, and then he saw some accident, and then he took that person, accident victim, to hospital. He spent 2 hours there. After the stand-up, Scrum Master knew about it and he highlighted, oh, let's appreciate this person who helped accident victim. And everybody was very happy. The person was saying, no, it was not required to be highlighted. But when you appreciate, something good happens to you as well. If you say someone, you have helped me a lot, the person will feel good, and at the same time, you also will feel good. Try it out. Look for opportunity to appreciate. And see, Scrum Master is a facilitator. It may or may not be there. Some of you might be Scrum Master. It's not required that you only have to appreciate and look for appreciation all the time. No, you set the culture for them. You take the initiative, and then obviously the team will follow. That's what we need to do. B is for blockers. So as I mentioned earlier, right? Stand-up is not the place to raise blockers. You will be surprised why I'm saying this one. See, if blockers are there, it should be highlighted as soon as they occur. Right? You shouldn't be waiting for daily stand-up to raise blockers. What we should be doing it in daily stand-up is revisit blockers every day. I was with Vijay on the Kanban training, and then the visual board and then the visual ticket and other stuff. I learned something very interesting. He said, if there are blockers, right, a particular ticket is blocked, you put 1 star there. The next day, if it is not resolved, you put another star. So you know that, okay, this one is blocked since last 2 days. If something you find which is blocked since last 7 days, that means it's not a blocker. And then blockers, we have to revisit. Blockers should be normally outside the team. The team itself, within team, you shouldn't be having any blockers. That means if that is the case, that means you are not talking to each other. That's not good. Next one, B is be brief. We know, right? We don't want to have a detailed updates. Nobody likes this one. And this is one of the point where the daily stand-up won't get completed in 15 minutes. So what can be done in this case? See, you have to set the team agreements as well. And many times what I have observed is when people start giving updates, though it was highlighted or communicated that your update should be not more than 3-4 lines, around 40 words or max 1 minute, but they are not able to provide updates. So I talked to that particular team member after the scrum and said, see, can you, before the stand-up, can you write it down, or can you frame what all sentences you are going to talk, what all updates you are going to talk about? Couple of sentences you can frame in your mind so that your updates will be very crisp. And then obviously our stand-up will be completed in 15 minutes. So be brief, right? The update should be, and you might have to train people as well that, okay, yeah, the updates, how do we provide the update? And if someone is going beyond, then you can decide on some signs, right? Okay, can we take it afterwards, or we don't need a detailed updates? That also can be done. Burn down. Look at your burn down. If it is nowadays, we are doing it on Zoom or any other video conferencing tool, right? So we always can present and then see whether we are on right track. It's about Google Maps, right? We do look occasionally when I'm going from office to home to office. Then I look occasionally, where do I stand? Am I on time? Are there any blockers and other stuff? Similarly, how we are trending down towards achieving our goals. So burn down also should be one of the aspects of daily stand-up. See, it's for chocolate. There is no age bar. A chocolate bar certainly would work. Who doesn't like chocolate? So as a scrum master or something good happens, right? Without any reason as well, you can distribute chocolate as a scrum master or as a lead. Just try these and observe expressions. I have done this one within team activities or during retrospectives as well, and stand up as well. People love it. Next one is the courage. The courage to ask questions. See, there are people, see, it doesn't happen that we committed 40 story points and we are able to achieve only 20, then nobody knew about it. At least 70% knew that we are not going to complete what we have decided. And it will be just 50% of what we have committed. But then why they are not speaking up? Is it the fear of punishment? We need to really figure it out. So this might be a retrospective point, that why it was not highlighted earlier. But courage to ask questions, courage to tell if you foresee that goal won't be achieved. This is what is required. Oh, we have some more. Don't worry. It ends at F. We don't have up to Z. So don't worry about this one. So D is for doneness. Have you seen sometimes people give updates like, yeah, I'm working on issue 1, 2, 3 and we'll continue. What information? Is it meaningful information? No. What do we inspect and adapt from this one? Probably nothing. So we should be focusing more on doneness part. Talk about the issues which you have in hand and when you will be completing or what you have completed. Focus on doneness. That's why even the stories or if you are creating subtask as well, shouldn't be more than 1 day. So you have something to say, right? It builds your self-esteem. See, why stand up and then I talk about what I completed yesterday? It builds self-esteem. Oh, something I have completed, which I am contributing towards sprint goal. And another important aspect of doneness is if someone is dependent on you, right? They can prepare themselves for the work which is going to come. Like you have testers, not in the idea. Like there are many companies, though Scrum says only one role, a developer, but there are testers as well. So they will be prepared that when I'm going to get this one, whether the test cases have been reviewed, we are ready to pick up the work which developer is going to give us. So doneness is very important, very, very important. Daily, we need not remind, right, that it should happen daily, same place, same time and stuff. Initially, it will be kind of a monotonous activity. We have to set the routine. So we have to tell people, no, you have to join. And then you start adding value to it, then people will join on their own without reminding. That's what we can do. D is for delta as well. Look at the delta progress which is being made. This is very important. If on a particular day, and then burn down certainly will help you here. If on a particular day the delta progress is very less, that means there may be underneath some blockers which you have to figure it out and work on it. You have not identified, but there are. and nobody has reported. But why? This is the delta progress is very slow, very less. If you have reasons, then fine. If you don't have reasons, you have to dig deep into it and then figure it out why it is not working. Exit, kind of take it offline. This is the biggest problem or biggest anti-pattern, that we move into the problem solving mode. We talk and talk, and then somebody, and then what happens, they wait for Scrum Masters to tell those people that, okay, can we take it offline? No. Remember earlier, the structure of the daily stand-up is decided by development team. So everybody is responsible. See, if you set it into the team agreement, then you can decide on some sign, and then you can say, okay, can we take it offline? Meet after, discuss post daily stand-up. Just start using this one. People will feel happy and will thank you. Okay, you have said something that, okay, can you take it offline and other stuff. Energy. I think this meeting probably would be the first meeting in the day, right? And if I give update, like I haven't done breakfast, and if I talk like this, it will drain people's energy. Make sure you are energetic. See, this is the first meeting, whether it's a Monday, Tuesday, doesn't matter, right? If I speak like I'm having full of energy, then I'm going to get the same stuff. I will radiate as well the energy. If a person is not providing an update with energy, I think we have to make sure, we just have to say, or we talk to him privately, be energetic. See, when we are doing daily stand-up, that means we are still employed, right? It's a good thing. My salary is on. So we should be thankful and then have full energy and talk about it. That's very much required. F is for finish. In the Kanban, we say stop starting, start finishing. If there are 6 items, everything is in progress, nothing completed, and there are just a couple of days left, then rather than focusing on something starting new or working on all 6 items, then you should be picking up only few items and start finishing. Keep work in progress in control. If that happens, then what will happen, that we get some output at the end of the sprint, and then that will drive more energy, more enthusiasm, and then we'll be able to do much more stuff. Focus on iteration goal. We talked about this one. My goal is to complete, or as a team, our goal is to complete what we have taken in the sprint, and that should be. So Scrum Master or even other person, if there is any distractions, they should remove this one. No interruption. Let the team remain focused and completing that stuff. And fun. Yeah, look for opportunity to introduce fun factor. Yeah, occasionally. But yeah, it should be there. If it is there, fine. If what we can do, even see if there is a fun factor or some small game, if you can search on the net as well, improv games are there. So if you do some fun games, right? Or what people like, what people dislike, movie and other stuff, people don't mind spending another 10 minutes to this one because they are having fun. So if for fun, if the time box is not followed, everybody will be fine. Nothing wrong in this one. So that certainly can be done. Right? So let me summarize. See, we again want to move from good to great. We need to make sure that while we are doing daily stand-up, what is the purpose of this one? Is it the structure, what it is, and what is my role? So what you can do going forward, you can share this stuff with your team and then pick up some of the stuff, put it into your team agreement or ways of working, and then see how it works. And then pick up more and more items. Make sure your daily stand-up includes these ingredients and then see the difference. Again, inspect and adapt. There is no second answer to that one. You have to, and then you might be able to find much more than what I have shared here. But this really has worked for me, and that's why I have shared here.